So take us through the moment where you get a call or you were informed that we want you on board for Bigg Boss. What was your reaction like?
You know, actually the process took so long that excitement only, I don't know when it really came, and now I'm getting excitement meeting all of you all, because I'm like, oh my god, it's actually happening, I'm going into the house.
But ये breaks लेना कितना important था आपके लिए? What is going on?
I got married in 2000, and when I got married in 2000, I married my husband, who's a banker, who was a student at that time. So we shifted from India, we went to the Netherlands for 1 year, then we went to New Zealand for 3 years, and from there we went to London for 7 years. So that is the reason the shift happened.
Is your daughter someone who's watched your movies? She's not seen Gopication?
Honestly, I don't think she has. She's a big fan of Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum. Honestly, my grandmother, Shilpa Shirodkar, was a very popular Marathi film actress.
Is it true that you were also a choice for Chaiya Chaiya?
Actually, when Chaya Chaya happened, they did come to offer me the thing and all that. And then after a few weeks or months, I think it happened that they said, no, you know, they're looking for someone slimmer and you're slightly on the fatter side.
You've worked with some amazing actors. Mithunda being someone who you've done, what, 9 films? Is that true?
I've done a lot of work with Dada.
And by the way, हाल ही में हमने सुना है कि उन्हें दादा साहब फाल्के award.
I know, I'm so happy. He's one of the most beautiful human beings. I am in this industry because of him. Hi, I'm Shilpa Shirodkar and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.
We have loved her in the 90s. We have loved her on television. But Bigg Boss में debut करने आ रही है एकदम आमची मराठी मुलगी. Please welcome Shilpa Shirodkar.
Hi.
कशा आहात तुम्ही?
मी मस्त मजेत.
So good to see you. My God.
Thank
you.
you.
I'm just like observing you और पता है मेरे ना brain में वो एक dialogue चलते जा रहा है. No गोपी no, बोलो बोलो tell. How many times do you hear this?
Quite often.
And how wonderful is it?
It's actually very nice. It makes me rethink.
Yeah.
It takes me back memory lane, and it just makes me feel so happy that I'm part of the fraternity that gave me so much love, so much respect, and so much work, and so much recognition.
Shilpa, thank you so much for joining us, and we obviously have a lot of complaints कि 1989 में जब आपने अपना debut किया इतना मतलब तोड़-फोड़ किया यहाँ पर, everybody knew this name, and then you also entered television, and then you became like a household name. But ये breaks लेना कितना important था आपके लिए? What is going on?
Actually, breaks लिए क्योंकि I got married in 2000, and when I got married in 2000, I married my husband, who's a banker, who was a student at that time. So we shifted from India, we went to the Netherlands for 1 year, then we went to New Zealand for 3 years, and from there we went to London for 7 years. So that is the reason the shift happened. It was, I won't say ki aisa like it was not achanak. I knew what I was getting into.
But you were in the peak of your career. Were these decisions, you know, something that you were also like doubting ki yaar, abhi to sab
not really, because my mother always believed that everything has to happen at the right time for the right reasons.
Yeah.
And she was very sure that, you know, a girl should get married between 26, 27, and that's what I did. And I'm so glad I did that, because I have a beautiful 20-year-old daughter today. Been married for 24 years, and I've seen all phases of my life. So, and I'm happy that I'm come back today.
Yeah.
You know, I've got an opportunity the third time to be part of the fraternity and work again in the industry that I've always called mine.
Yeah.
So I can just call myself God's favorite child.
Definitely. You've been a favorite for a lot of your fans as well. But ये बताए that is your daughter someone who's watched your movies? Has she questioned you about it? Has she spoken to you about it?
She's actually she doesn't watch the 90s films so much, because it's not in their, you know, it's not that type of films.
Yeah.
But she knows what I've done.
Yeah.
And she's extremely proud of me. She knows that, you know, I have worked in this industry. I've, you know, how difficult and how hard working this place is. So for her, she has respect for that. And that's what matters the most.
She's not seen Gopication?
Honestly, I don't think she has, because it's, it's very different. That cinema is very different. She watches. She's a big fan of Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum.
Oh.
So she belongs to that time
Yeah.
of filmmaking.
Shilpa, you come from a film family. What was it growing like?
Honestly, my grandmother was a very popular Marathi film actress in the 1930s. And unfortunately or fortunately, that never really helped us as someone who wanted to join the industry, because my grandmother will belong to the Marathi film fraternity, where she was very popular and is still popular in that fraternity, but we chose the Hindi film industry. So me coming from being Meenakshi Shirodkar's granddaughter never really helped us, or it never made our journey any easier. We as individuals, or I as an individual, we worked very hard to make our own space in the industry. So if you have to ask me, coming from a film fraternity background, did that really help? No, it didn't. In fact, a lot of times I think my grandmother got known more popularly because of the kind of work Namrata and I did.
Oh.
So, and when you got your first film, or when your film released, and they say, "Arey, ही तर मीनाक्षीची नात आहे." पण मीनाक्षीची नात असून आम्हाला कधी काम मिळालं नव्हतं. तर it's not something that I can say very happily that, but my grandmother was very, very happy that we chose, like I chose the career that she belonged to.
But did you all never want to get into Marathi films as well? Because
honestly, it was never like that. It just that Hindi happened more organically. And although I did a Marathi film called Saubhagyavati Sarpanch, that was one of my last films I did before I left the industry.
what a great era it was, to join the film. Would you agree that 90s एक changing point था, कई सारे लोगों के लिए एक nostalgia बन गया है. So which is why, like I said, like people like me or watching this interview, looking at you, there are memories that run through. So do you still meet fans, and how do you react to, what is the most common thing that they tell you?
Honestly, I mean, I'm just being very, very honest. People know who I am, but they can't put a face to it. So they know when they look at, oh my God, she looks like someone, she is someone, but they are not able to immediately connect. Then I think once I start talking, because my voice is pretty much still the same, they say, ha, he tiye. But whenever people who do recognize me, or people who do connect with me and my films, they always have like, ma'am, we've really liked your work. We really think you've done some amazing work and all that. But I just feel there's so much scope for more and to do better, that I don't think I was the best at that time. I think I still have so much more to offer as an actor, because you keep growing and you keep evolving, and there's such interesting work happening today.
Were there hard times also for you on, getting rejected for a role?
Yeah, it was like that time. It was not like, it was work. We used to do some films, some used to not work out, but we never we never took life so literally ki अरे यार ये नहीं झालं किंवा that is not happening or whatever it is. Because I think I personally come from a very secure upbringing. My parents were always there. I was not working because I had to do it because I was in desperate need to do it. I was doing, I love to do it, and I enjoyed my work.
Yeah.
So for me, it was there like rejections. Used to feel bad, I didn't get this film. Or I went and met this producer, but he signed somebody else. But that's a part and parcel of life,
Is it true that you were also a choice for Chaiya Chaiya?
Actually, when Chaiya Chaiya happened, they did come to offer me the thing and all that. And then after a few weeks or months, I think it happened that they said, no, they're looking for someone slimmer and you're slightly on the fatter side. But that time it was okay because you people were, the thinner actors had to put padding and look fuller, and the fuller actors had to go on a diet and look thinner. That time we didn't have in the 90s these big words like
Zero size figures.
zeros, no body shaming and all.
Yeah.
तभी ये words थे ही नहीं. Okay, आप जरा fat हो, जरा दुबले हो जाओ, तो okay ठीक है, you go on a diet and you lose weight and you work. It was okay.
And there were
to
no
be
hard
like that.
feelings.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It never was like that. I mean, I have never been a size 0. I've never been a size 8 also, for that matter of fact, in my whole career. So to expect someone who is standing next to me, who is slimmer, to say, "Arey, now if a fatter and a slimmer person standing next to each other, one will look big and one will look small,
Yeah.
right?" So it is that way.
The body of work that you've had, you've worked with some amazing actors. Mithun Da being someone who you've done, what, 9 films? Is that
I've
true?
done a lot of work with Dada.
And by the way, हाल ही में हमने सुना है कि उन्हें दादा साहब फाल्के award.
I know. I'm so happy. He deserves every. I think Dada is one person in this industry who has touched so many hearts along the way. I think he is one of the most beautiful human beings. And I personally think, I am in this industry because of him.
Is it?
Because when I got rejected from my previous films that never took off, it's because of him that I started my career in the industry in 1989. So it was Bhrashtachar that I got because of Dada's recommendation to Ramesh Sippy sir.
Are you still in touch with your co-stars from that era?
I'm actually not in touch with anybody because, like I tell everyone, everyone's busy in their own industry, and I've been busy with my life as
Yeah.
well. The industry, everyone, if tomorrow I do need something and I do pick up the phone and talk, they will surely be there for me. But then there's no requirement of doing that anymore. Because at this point of time, there is no need to pick up the phone unnecessarily and say, okay, hi, can I just, I need this favor
Yeah.
or that favor.
Right.
So that
But do favors work in the industry?
relationships do matter for sure. Favors I don't know because I've never asked for one. I've never been in that space where I've needed to be rejected or accepted. But relationships do work. There's a beautiful industry to be in. It's one big family. People who understand it and respect it will understand what I'm saying. People who have never belonged to that space will say I'm talking rubbish.
Now tell us that, from film industry to television, ये बिग बॉस आप एक ऐसी फैन रही हैं, मैंने सुना है that आप बहुत
रही है, नहीं
हूँ so was it like a manifestation कि भाई मुझे भी मौका
I don't know
चाहिए?
whether it's manifestation or no, but I've always wanted to be on the Big Boss platform, and I think it's really literally like a dream come true for me.
What have you loved the most about this show?
Everything, all the fighting, the laughing, the bickering, the everything about Big Boss is fun. It's a full-on entertainment show.
You don't seem like someone who
And
fights, yeah.
I don't fight, but I put my point of view across.
Do you and Namrata fight a lot?
No. We
No?
don't. We've never fought as sisters also because honestly, in my growing up years, I was working. And Namrata then started working. So we've never fought as sisters. We have differences in point of views.
Yeah.
But we don't even give advice to each other anymore. We talk a lot. We listen. And I think that's what is most important. That's the most missing part in a relationship is we don't listen.
Yeah.
But Namrata and I do listen to each other.
So take us through the moment where you get a call or you were informed that we want you on board for Bigg Boss. What was your reaction like?
Actually the process took so long that excitement only, I don't know when it really came, and now I'm getting excitement meeting all of you all because I'm like, oh my god, it's actually happening. I'm going into the house and then I'm giving interviews and they're like asking me, oh, what's your strategy? And I'm actually overthinking कि यार मेरी strategy नहीं है, क्या मैं कुछ सही नहीं कर रही हूँ, what is it, what am I supposed to do, things like that. But honestly, I'm just literally going as myself.
But can we also tell you that this is such a surprise element because generally the contestants that go inside the house, they are so secretive about it. We love that you're openly saying कि हाँ मैं तो जा रही हूँ and I'm happy about it, I'm excited about it.
बोलना नहीं चाहिए था क्या?
क्या पता नहीं आप हो, आप कंफर्म्ड हो, आप टेंशन मत लो.
नहीं, but yeah, I mean everybody तो knows now what is
Yeah,
there.
it's all over. Everyone's excited, and of course they're going to ask you your strategy because no matter what, ऐसा लगता है कि बिग बॉस में गेम तो खेलना जरूरी है. तो गेम खेलने के लिए
गेम खेलने के लिए लोग पता तो चले कि कौन जा रहा है और कौन कैसे लोग हैं. यहाँ पे एक गेम की स्ट्रेटजी बना और वहाँ पे फुल अलग कुछ चल रहा है. तो
हाँ.
it'll be like one big flop show.
Do you have an inmate that you're looking forward to?
No, I don't know anyone. I really don't know
हाँ,
who's
हाँ.
going and what the whole thing
आपने
is.
कुछ
but
सुना नहीं उड़ती उड़ती खबर?
I've heard a lot of names. I don't know anyone personally.
What are the
So,
names you've heard?
I've heard Nia, and I'm quite excited about Nia actually
Oh.
because I follow her, and she's also from the same fraternity as me, and I feel that and what I see of her is she's very जैसा है वैसा है. You know, there's no pretense of anything, and I feel I'm pretty much like that too. So she'll be
And
nice.
have you had a favorite Big Boss season?
13
Why?
is my favorite because I felt that that season was very real. मतलब even there, everything was so much fun, you know. The laughter was nice and genuine. Everything was very organic. The fights, the laughter, the conversations. It was a very simply lovely show.
Shilpa, if we have to compare your journey, your career in the industry, and you know what it has helped you become, how would you define it for us? That what has been your learnings from the ups and downs of your choreograph?
Well, I personally believe that this is not only my career experience but life experience because I've been, also I'm a mother of a 20-year-old. I've been married for 24 years and I've had a beautiful life in the industry as well. God has been extremely kind to me and I'm so ever grateful to him. Secondly, nothing is permanent. Neither is success permanent, neither is failure permanent. If you strive to work hard and revive your career, whichever career, there's always scope to do better.
Have you ever
So-
regretted, any decisions that you've taken career-wise?
Honestly, no. I have no regret of anything. I just feel everything happens with everyone for the right reasons at the right time.
Big Boss is also a space where you कोई पर्दा नहीं है क्योंकि हर जगह कैमरा है. कभी कभार शायद भूख की वजह से, शायद किसी टास्क की वजह से, अनबन की वजह से आपका एक अलग रूप अब
Correct.
सबको दिखेगा. Are there these doubts also that
To
what
be
you're-
honest, I think we all have a lot of personalities, and it's okay to pretend for 5 or 6 hours or 7 hours or 12 hours or 24 hours. But this journey of mine is going to help me reinvent a lot of myself too. There are things where I feel, oh, I'm not like this, but maybe I truly may be like that, and it gives me an opportunity to see my inner self. So I'm going there honestly to make a lot of memories for myself.
Yeah.
To see how strong I am, and one thing I know what I'm going to take with me inside my house is my family values and my upbringing. That's for sure.
That's why I said मराठी मुलगी येते.
Oh. Hi, I'm Shilpa Shirodkar and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.